Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we run the application and we have configured the database and tables. Now let's back to our controller section. Now here we have to do the CRED relational operation. All the things are over here inside the controller. So controller, when the data is coming from the front end, it is coming via the DTO format. It passes into the controller. So controller, first you have to add the annotation rest controller. These are the things I already explained. Second annotation is a cross origin. Third one, request mapping. Here we have at the path. So add path API version is a URL employee. That's it. That's the thing I'm going. Right, now what you're going to do is we have to create the method. Now we have to create the method. We have to create the method, which is a save method. I'm going to create the save method first. We have to save the records. So first we have to implement the annotation. It's a post mapping. I discussed about these all things. Post mapping. You have to write path. Return the path. You have to write the this one should save. Now here write the we have to create the function which is a public. Now we have to join two tables and get the record and everything. So here we have to get this one, the same the employee, this employee class we have to write is a employee here write save. You have to get the entity here, this entity you have to get here employee save. You have to save the data, save employee. You have to write like this employee. So this one it asks to import the package. You have to select this one. Alt here it will be telling alt plus enter. It import the class. This class has been imported over here. After we have to create the method employee save employee. Here you have to write request body here employee save detail. This one employee save detail. Employee save dto, right? Employee save dto, open and close bracket, right? So when the data is coming from the front end, it is coming via the employee for a dto format. The employee save this, it is coming here, right? After that the data is coming to the controller. Controller passing to a service. Controller passing to a service. So first you have to add the annotation auto where you have to write private. You have to write which one? Employee service. Service. This one. You have to create the object employee service. That's it. This one you have to write it over here. Return. You have to write this. Simply you have to write like this. Employee service dot we have to create inside the employee service. This employee service class we have to create the method add employee. We have simply create employee and employee. What is the data coming from the front end? It is coming here. The data format save details format is coming here. It passing to here. We are passing this one copy and paste it over here. It is passing to here. That's the thing you have to write. After that, this method we have to create it on the add the employee method. We have to create it on the employee service. So click on this bulb symbol, create the method add the employee in employee service. You click on this. Now here it has been created successfully. It has been created successfully. Now we have to go to the employee service IMPL. This is the interface. This is the interface. We have to, this is the implementation only. So here we have to go to the class employee service IMPL. We have to implements. We have to the implements. Which one? Which class I'm going to? The interface I'm going to implement. This one. Employee service. Employee service. That's it. If you are implement this one, but it show the error. What is the error is? You click on this bulb symbol. It asks to implement the method. There is a method is there, so you have to implement it. If you implement this employee service, you have to implement this method. So implement methods, add employee. Click on this. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Now the record is coming here. It is passing to the IMPL, employee IMPL. The IMPL, what you are going to do is, it is add the record into the database. So you have to communicate with the repo. Now let's move it to the repo, employee repo. Repo public. This is not a class. I accidentally created. This is not a class. I just remove it. Right click, delete. I accidentally create the class. So here we have to select the repo, right click new. We have to create as an interface. You have to select interface. Employee repo. So employee repo, which is the interface. Right. This interface, the interface we have to extend. We have a JPA repository, which is a JPA repository. Here, what you're going to do is, you have to give the first one is your entity, which is a employee, and your ID, your first column, which is a primary key, which is a ID. What's the data type you are put it here, which is a long. If it is an int, you can put it as a int. If it is a string, you have to put it as a string. This is a long, so you have to write it here long. That's a simple stuff, right? Why we are putting here entity? We have to pass the entity class. In order to communicate with the database, we have the data will be communicate via the entity. So that we have to write the entity. The first data type says ID. What's the data type? You have to write long. So JPA repository. It is manage all the database queries here. All down the control. Here, click on this here. The save, delete, all the methods should be there. Get by ID, all the things should be there. This JPA repository. That's it. That's the thing you have to write it. Right. After that, we have to go to the service IMPL. Here you have to add the annotation service. Right. You have to add the annotation service. That's it. That's the thing you have to write it. I hope you guys understood things well. I'll see you in my next lecture in 10.